This is my Learning by Design folio. Throughout my remote placement, one of the key issues that I came across was student disengagement and student attendance. Zaya Progressorazan states in their piece that due to COVID-19, teachers have needed to be more flexible in the way that they teach in order to accommodate for different learners and the circumstances that different students find themselves in. Chen, Lambert, and Guidry state that, in their piece, educators need to utilise technology in a way that promotes student engagement and use it as a catalyst for student success. They also discuss how the use of ICT can enable more interaction, cooperation among students, active learning, prompt feedback, and respect for diverse talents and ways of learning. One of the key points that is taken into consideration for this particular innovation is active learning as well as prompt feedback. There will also be a direct focus on the English classroom, as this is a core subject that all students have to attend, and it was the subject that I taught the most during my remote placement. Some of the negative effects that I came across from remote learning in the English classroom was how easy it was for students to be distracted in the homes, students not understanding content, as well as students not completing work. These are all important aspects to combat in the English classroom, as it is a subject that students have to complete all through secondary school. Therefore, there is a need for students to be engaged and to understand the content in order to be successful. By incorporating all of this, an innovation that could be incorporated into remote learning is to provide students with a flexible timetable. This would mean giving students the opportunity to attend any of the English classes for their year level, as well as the classes being recorded so that students can watch them at a time that suits them. However, there is still a need for students to be accountable for their work and to ensure that they are staying up to date. As Anderson and the International Institute for Education Planning state in their piece, educators still need to be accountable for student learning, whatever the situation may be. In this case, learning in remote learning during a global pandemic. Therefore, a way to combat this is to ensure that all students are still understanding the content and learning each week. This could be by conducting a short quiz at the end of each week that each student must complete. This could even be in the form of an online exit ticket. Therefore, this makes sure that all students are still having an understanding of the learning and that they are interacting with each lesson. As mentioned earlier, Chen, Lambert, and Guidry discussed that prompt feedback is a positive to come out of remote learning. In the case of exit tickets, as well as any other work that is completed, the teacher will have instant access to this work and can provide students with feedback in a prompt manner. By giving students a choice in how they want to interact with the learning that week, it also accommodates for many different learners. Chernoff, Csikszentmihalyi, Schneider, and Chernoff state that students experience increased engagement when the learning is done in a way that suits their learning style, such as individual or group work. Therefore, one way to incorporate both is to give the students that attend the class a group task to do in breakout groups, but to ensure that the task can also be completed in an individual setting so that those that complete the lessons in their own time during the week are able to complete the task to a high standard as well. The Department of Education and Training has a policy document on student engagement and states as one of its key policies that there is a need for monitoring daily attendance, as well as providing strategies to promote and improve attendance. Throughout this innovation, this could be through the use of taking attendance at the start of the day for each form group, as well as noting down who has attended or viewed each class. Also, by taking data from the exit forms from each week. This means that the teacher can easily follow up with the students who have not completed the work from the previous week. My remote placement was at a rural school, which added another factor into student disengagement and student attendance. Throughout my placement, I noticed that there were very few students actually attending class, with some stating that they had to work either on the farm or around the house, which became especially prevalent during COVID-19 times. This school did not record their classes, therefore meaning that if a student did not attend, they had no way of viewing the class or learning the content from that particular class. Therefore, by giving the students the opportunity to watch and engage in a class at a time that suits them ensures that they are able to concentrate fully on the task at hand. As Reeve states in their piece on the self-determination theory that is based on student engagement, that in order for students to be fully engaged, there are 4 key aspects. These are behavioural engagement, meaning that students are on task and able to concentrate. There is also emotional engagement, in which students are interested in the content as well as an absence of task withdrawing emotions. Cognitive engagement is the next one, and this refers to personalised learning strategies as well as deep thinking and self-regulatory strategies. The final one is agentic engagement, which is where students are able to offer their input to the class as well as providing activities that enrich learning. Therefore, by allowing students to choose a time to interact with the lessons will allow them to make the decision on when they are able to concentrate and engage with the lesson at an optimum level. This will ensure that students can develop and enrich their learning in a flexible manner in an online learning environment.